which might actually be the very first kind of very early markings of writing, which kind of outdate the Sumerian writing, which is supposed to be like the first writing in the world. So if that's true, then why don't we know about this writing? That these little tiny triangles also appeared on the markings on the little pieces of pottery, and apparently they were just drawing things like birds, trees, clouds, animals, and these were mountains. That's it. Case solved. They were mountains. Mountains, like, they're not that graphic. Also, mountains don't seem to have like it almost looks like they've got the lines, as you see with the pyramid. When you look up to the pyramid, it's made of loads and loads of different bricks, but what's really obvious is that it's made in steps, hundreds and hundreds of lines, and those lines are depicted in these little drawings. It definitely looks more like a pyramid than it does a mountain. But then I don't know, I always have to be careful that I'm not just choosing to believe something because I really want to believe that it's real. I have to try and look at everything through evidence and science and fact and rationality and just see where I sit with it all. The Greeks. Having a Google, come across a thing called the Orphic egg. Never heard of that. It's like Greek mythology, kind of like a Greek origin story. They said their main god, Phanes, or what's his name? Phanes. He was equated to Zeus, so we're just gonna go with Zeus, because everybody knows Zeus. Zeus is the dude. So Zeus came out of an egg, a cosmic egg, and kind of started everything. And then from then on, he made the other gods, and it's always depicted as this egg with a serpent around it. It's interesting because in other parts of ancient culture and history, they say that like cosmic serpents are comets, as in like the Younger Dryas. Things are connecting. The god's name, Phanes, it literally means to bring light. And he created everything, the universe, the other gods, with light. Where have we heard that before? In the Bible. To bring light, to shine. The Latin word also can be related to Lucifer. Maybe it's a demon devil egg. Who knows? What do you think? Then I fell down a little bit of a wormhole about eggs on the internet, as you do, and I found this other egg that's also completely mind-blowing. And this egg kind of came onto the scene in like 2012. It turned up at some sort of antique marketplace. What's interesting about it is one of the first maps, but in like a global sphere shape. And it's made out of not one, but 2 ostrich eggs. But what's really interesting is that it's like a full-on map of the world in a very, very early form. Apparently, this is how they dated it. They took it to like a bone doctor and they scanned it, and then they looked at the bone density and realized that it had been reduced by 50%. So then they were like, that means it was made in the year 1504.